So for today's concept,
take that one idea that you really like and see how many different ways you can play it.
Moving your ideas along the timeline. Now let's hear the exact same idea again, but this time we're going to move it 1/8 note forward from the and of 4 to beat 1. My name is David and I like to create practice steps for drum concepts and then share my results with you.
Maximizing the use of one idea. And what this basically means is everybody has their own personal licks that they love. Take that one idea that you really like and see how many different ways you can play it.
So my very first assignment when I studied with Mark was to come up with different ways to turn one idea into many. And through that, I was able to come up with 4 main categories: time, orchestration, dynamics, and articulation. And I've been using these tools ever since. So today we'll take a look at one of the features of time: phrasing. In this context, phrasing is where you play an idea in relation to the beat. Alright, so same idea, but nothing changed except for the starting point, but it sounded way different, right? Where a musical idea appears in relation to the pulse could drastically change its character. Alright, so let's check out a few practice steps for this concept. Now you should be practicing this with any note rate. Today we're using 16-note triplets. Swung 16th notes and 16-note triplets are closely related. Swung 16th notes would be the first, third, fourth, and sixth partial of 16th note triplets. So connect your ear to the 16-note spots along the timeline. Check out how that sounds. Higgly piggly, higgly piggly, higgly piggly, higgly piggly. 1 E-N, a 2 E-N, a 3 E-N, a 4 E-N, a 1 E-N, a 2 E-N, a 3 E-N, a 4 E-N. And for the final step, displacement cheat code. Within 16th notes, there are 4 different places that you could start an idea, which means that in one bar, there are actually 16 different starting points for any sticking or any phrase or any lick along the 16th note timeline. Here's the 6-stroke rule played at different starting points on the beat. To displace the stick-ins and licks from any of the main beats toward the E, just play a grouping of 2. You could see the visual representation of that in the shaded area at the beginning of the bar. I like using right-left, so let's check out displacing it on the E. To start on the and, just play a 3-note grouping. I'm using right-left-left. And to start on the R, just play a 5-note grouping. Right, left, left is my go-to. So the next obvious place to go with this is to play each displacement back to back. Challenge time. Here's the sticking, right, left, foot. Probably one of the most common patterns in drumming, and the note rate is 16-note triplets. Now, even though it's so common, Larnell is able to make the phrasing of it sound really interesting. This is a real-world example of how powerful this tool could be. So do you think you could figure out the displacement? Is it on the E, the and, or the R? Let me know in the comments. A good place to start is along the 8th note timeline so that you get accustomed to the displacement. So hear how different the idea sounds based on when it starts and where it ends. My drumming journey, I had a huge misconception that learning drums, I needed to understand and memorize every single rudiment, every single lick, every single chop in order to be an effective drummer. That can be further from the truth. And maybe you might be thinking that same way too. See, the thing is, advanced drummers don't really think that way.
If you gave me the option of having 500 really cool ideas, but that I couldn't change at all, or 3 ideas that I could do anything to, without a doubt, I would take those 3 ideas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 4, and. A tool to be able to play one idea in many ways, more options available for any given musical situation, including setting up and nailing band shots. You'll have a really strong understanding of your note rates and general music theory, and a cool way to develop your ear so that you'll be able to easily identify patterns that other drummers play. So if this content is bringing any value to you, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I saw massive jumps in my abilities when I started learning drums as a language, so you can check out that video right here. And I hope to see you next time in the Drum Corner.